base mi escrito el infinito será menos. Sumergidos a 1000 metros en el grito de tus miedos. Solo hay eco de conocimiento ciego. También reconocimiento a los cimientos de tu ego. Lucha contra lo que...
Let's go. That's seven. 2-8. Let's be Joe, Trailblazer.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. The Nets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And right now for Brooklyn, they look ready to make all their fans forget about last season's horrible showing. They've already picked up some impressive victories.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. And it's Crabbe in at the 3 slot. And in these early stages, Chris, of the season, how quickly do you start to get a sense of where your team stands and how good they can be or how bad they might be?
I would say that first 20 games is a really good kind of litmus test. Gives you a pretty good gauge to see where your team is. You're going to get to play against teams from both conferences. You have some really good teams and bad teams in that mix. So you kind of see how you play in all situations. Those first 20 games, you establish who you are.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Russell against McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Portland again missing.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dishes it to Lillard. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. And here we go. Fast break. Lin's got it. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Lin's got his first basket of the night. And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now, here's Lillard. 23 points for him the last game against Memphis.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
Well, that has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Well, you can see they were getting frustrated. Let's see if that jump starts a run.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. McCollum outside. Conley kicks to McCollum. Turner with the screen. Conley setting the pick for Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
For 3, Booker and the Nets another 3.
Great 3-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Terry Stotts. David?
Well, Kevin, he didn't outright say he was satisfied with his defense, but he did say that offense was important tonight. He told me numbers 1, 2, and 3 on our list are getting good movement, good looks, and making some shots. That's our focus. We'll see if they can make that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, I agree, because they have to be the team that dictates the style of play in this game. I mean, they'll be much better off in a shootout instead of a slugfest.
Screen by Nurkic. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lillard against Land. Lillard with it. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Rejected by Mozgov.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
They get the rebound. And the dunk by Booker.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Nurkic up top. Russell against Lillard. Got a piece of it.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Lynn. Puts up a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Lynn's got 5 points so far.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Well, they have some terrific shooters on their squad, and they are all shining brightly for them today.
Now, here's Vonleh. Turner with the screen. And Lillard kicks to Turner. To the inside. Nurkic. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
Turner has great awareness. He knows one of his guys is open. He gets the pass over to him quickly.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
And the Nets making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
But Terry Stotts now in his 6th season as head coach in Portland. I mean, he's been a head coach for a handful of seasons elsewhere, but this is by far his longest run with a single team.
Outside Turner. Turner with the screen. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Here's the three. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They trail by 16. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Lynn dishes to Mozgov. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's Vonleh atop the key. Lillard with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Scooped up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Portland shooting their first free throws here for the night. First one falls for him. Ed Davis out of North Carolina, the 10th pick back in the 2010 draft.
Yeah, now 6'10", a little undersized for the center position, but he finds a way to get it done. A strong rebounder, and he knows how to finish at the rim.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Trailblazers. Aminu comes in for Turner. And Chris, when you played, what did you always appreciate from your front court mate?
Wow, defense, someone that could help defensively, someone that could help on the boards, and I was really lucky to play with some great passers. And Juwan Howard, when I was with him in Washington, probably the best passing big man I played with, and then Vlade Divac. I mean, being able to play with those guys, I really appreciated their passing because they make it easy for you.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. And Aminu kicks to McCollum. There's a screen. Floats one up. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's McCollum. Shot is good off the back rim and in. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
Love the game of McCollum. Not just great at dribbling the ball, but terrific at pulling up on the defense.
And Russell gets it to go.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Trailblazers trail by 14. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Knocked away. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. From deep. They grab their own miss. Booker. Hollis Jefferson passes to Booker. Kicks it to Lynn. Shoots a three. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Damian Lillard, the originator of 4-Bar Friday. Last season, he released the letter O, his album. Featured some pretty big names.
Brooklyn leading by 12. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Passes to Dinwiddie from the arc. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And Lillard with his own music label. He enjoys spending time in the recording studio.
Yeah, music, hip-hop, and basketball and sports go hand in hand. I mean, his high school coach was also a music producer. So Damian and his teammates had a chance to get in the studio at a young age. Before games, during warm-ups, they play their songs. I mean, that's what athletes do. That's where it all started.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's the screen. McCollum dishes to Davis. He kicks it to Lillard. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. That's 10 points for Damian Lillard.
Oh, he has been dominant on offense. Who knows where they'd be in this game without his efforts?
Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. Over Harkless. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Lillard, following the bucket by the Nets. Harkless kicks to Aminu. The dish to Lillard. There's the triple. Carroll with the rebound.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Davis sets a screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play, maybe the charge call, but guys never think they were moving.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel.
I would think we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Collins is out there with Davis, and it's Aminu in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Shoots the three. And it's Lillard missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Great open look there. Dinwiddie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Lillard. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Lillard, just an outstanding player. A guy you can count on to score in the post thanks to his quick release.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Abs checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Lillard. Outside Carroll. But they get it back. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The net second.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Davis. Dinwiddie kicks to Crabbe. The pass to Kilpatrick. From deep three-point range, that shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. And the Blazers with 3 first-round picks under their control this last summer. That's where you want to be.
Definitely. Picks 15, 20, and 26 in a strong draft class. That could really help reinforce a roster.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, "My goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. And I want the league to recognize that." Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Count that bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The feed to Collins. Nurkic kicks to Aminu. Portland again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Crabbe, good.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Collins a screen on Carroll. Here's Aminu, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Aminu's got his first bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And a key part of Allen Crabbe's development is growth as a defender.
Well, and a 6'11" wingspan. I mean, he's had to work to get stronger. Now with his shooting, he's a player who can contribute offensively and defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Vonleh comes in for Collins. And it's Turner in for Damian Lillard. A 3 from McCollum. Crabbe pulls it in. Crabbe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Mozgov with the steal. Grab the pass to Russell. To the middle. The Nets working the ball around now. And a wide open look for Lynn. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. They get a hand on it. Feeds to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Portland no good that time either. Here's Vonleh over Booker. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And a change for the Nets. LeVert's checked in for Allen Crabbe. Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. You can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. They set the pick. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Russell. McCollum, no good.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
LeVert the pass to Lynn. Booker outside to the left side wing. Outside, Lynn. He feeds it to Russell. Trying his luck deep. Mozgov kicks to Russell. He dishes it to Lynn. Here's Mozgov, and Mozgov throws it down.
And this one, a great way to score if your number isn't being called. Mozgov crashing the offensive glass.
Turner against Land, and it's Turner off the drive. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Turner. Back to Nurkic. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Russell with it. Now defended by Vonleh. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Nets.
And a lot of shots from long distance. They're trying to stretch out the D and force them to cover out in space. And a lot of times that enables an offense to get some opportunities to attack in the paint.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now here's Harkless. Not a lot of room. Davis sets a screen.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Mozgov. Damari Carroll comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Davis sets a screen. And here's McCollum for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got 5.
You gotta know McCollum has an itchy trigger finger. As soon as the ball comes to him, he's ready to pull it.
The assist, Spencer Dinwiddie.
1:46 left here in the second. Tipped away. He's got a clear path. Here's Carroll. And he makes that one. Carroll's got his second basket.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
To the paint. 1:19 left to play here in the second quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. Carroll's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And a look at the top 3-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. 4th, Al-Farouq Aminu, and of course, Damari Carroll.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
They are incredibly difficult to guard. It's pretty much pick your poison. You must do your best to stay in front of them at all times. Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
Allen kicks to Carroll. Nets passing it around. Dinwiddie dishes to Carroll. Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Davis sets a screen. And Turner kicks to Davis. And Allen with the block. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good by Davis. 16 seconds left now here in the second. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 8.
And the mentality that we're seeing from Carroll, even a spot-up guy needs to seize those opportunities.
Davis sets a screen. And a wide-open look for An amazing shot, just barely beat the ball. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds.
The 2K Sports halftime
The first
show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that will conclude our halftime presentation.
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game. Here's Lillard. And C.J. McCollum, one of those players who is a late bloomer. Chris, just over 5 feet tall as a high school freshman. Made his college career at mid-major Lehigh. It's in the Patriot League.
He had a great college career. He played all 4 seasons there. And, of course, the 10th pick in the 2013 draft. And this season, a 4-year, $100 million contract kicks in. Yeah, he's made it big time.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. And it's Crabbe in at the small forward spot. And that one, good.
Oh, Lillard's so solid at moving the ball. When one of his guys has a clean look, he quickly gets it to him.
Here's Russell. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Trailblazers shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Lillard against Len. Lets it go from 11. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 14 points for him.
Better respect the mid-range game of Lillard. I mean, he looks so fluid shooting the ball from here.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Misses from close range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Not his forte. I don't care how open you are, he should not be taking that shot.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
McCollum is a natural leader, a strong guy both in the locker room and on the court, a guy you want to build around.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
First free throw is good. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. A terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
There's Lynn with the 3. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. Shoots off the screen. That one goes in. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Lillard is so crafty. You better respect it. I love how he uses the picks. All he needs is just a little separation.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
It's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
A nice shot by Lynn.
They are just killing them on the interior.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They get a hand on it. In transition, here come the Nets. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Lillard. 5th in scoring, 8th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Here's Aminu. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Aminu's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel.
That's just an awful loss of possession there. But overall, their offense has done a great job swinging the ball and not coughing it up.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Nets, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Booker, and it's LeVert in for D'Angelo Russell.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Passes it to LeVert. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. LeVert the pass to Lynn. Second chance shot, doubled by McCollum. And Mozgov throws it down.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Poke loose. Now McCollum, 12 points for him. Lillard with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Clock at 6.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Crab in the corner. From deep. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That'll be his second foul of the game. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Mozgov. Damari Carroll comes in for Crabb. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin. They get a hand on it. Here is Lillard. 18 points for him. A three ball. Here's Collins, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call, Brooklyn the foul. The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Shot from the wing, and it's Kilpatrick missing. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Dishes it to Collins. Back to Harkless. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Harkless. Allen, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Allen's got 6.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
We know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Harkless dishes to Davis. Lillard with no one around. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Pass to Kilpatrick. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Trailblazers.
And guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward in terms of winning this game.
There's the dish to Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Kilpatrick. He kicks to Dinwiddie. His three-pointers off the mark. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Nets.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for McCollum. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for the Nets.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Davis sets a screen. Lillard outside. And there's the feed to Harkless. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Harkless. Kilpatrick passes to Booker. Here's Dinwiddie. But they recover it. Back to Booker. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. No good. And so it's Brooklyn. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
We haven't given up any resistance at the other end.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Nets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Harkless is out there with Swanigan. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Napier in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Connaughton at the top of the key, Napier. Now here's Harkless. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Leonard. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carroll's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Kilpatrick. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Kilpatrick's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Brooklyn. Kilpatrick's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Napier kicks to Leonard. Harkless on the wing. There's the screen. Feeds it to Napier. And the 3 off target. So it's Brooklyn now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And the basket by Kilpatrick.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Napier dishes to Leonard. Swanigan the pass to Napier. Leonard with a screen on Russell. Swanigan gets the bucket.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Here's Connaughton. The step back jumper is good.
You know, a good job by the defender not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Outside Carroll. Swanigan pulls it in. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. There's the pick. Connaughton kicks to Leonard. Here's Napier. Back to Leonard. Pass to Connaughton. Another shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kilpatrick. Here's Booker. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Now here's Harkless. Guarded closely. And we know this league is enjoying great success. The Players Union going into last season created a program, Chris, to fund health insurance for all retired players with 3 or more years of service.
Well, I'm proud of our Players Union. I hope that other sports take lead. You know, you take care of those, they come before you. That's one thing in the NBA we always know and the players will always respect. That's why it was a unanimous vote by the Players Association. It definitely was a proud moment. I'm proud of my NBA brothers.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Napier kicks to Leonard. Goes back up. The rebound by the Nets. Carroll's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kilpatrick passes to Booker. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Napier. He's guarded by Russell. Passes it to Swanigan. Knocked loose. Leonard kicks to Connaughton. Wide open look. Drained for 2 points.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dishes to Carroll. Here's Kilpatrick. Off target from outside.
Well, the D was slouching there, and he rose up and confidently hit that shot, just like he did in the first half.
Here's Connaughton. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Nets shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Lynn kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Lynn. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires the three. Offensive rebound, Nets. He feeds it to Russell. In the corner, it's Lynn. Russell sets a screen for Lynn. Back to Crabbe. The three. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
And Crabbe has a perfect shooting form. He's outstanding at getting his feet under him and then knocking down the long three ball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Napier dishes to Leonard. Shoots over Lynn. No good. Shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this court.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Leonard. And Collins subbed in for Swanigan. Shoots from the high post. That one drops for him.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
And the dunk by Booker.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Russell. Connaughton passes to Napier. Portland needs to get off a shot. Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. Nurkic. They double him with Russell. Napier kicks to Nurkic. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
And Aminu kicks to Connaughton. And just miss after miss right now. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Back to Lynn. Shoots a three. They grab their own miss. Mozgov kicks to Crabbe. Lynn from long range. And it's Portland with the rebound. Aminu with it. In the corner, Napier with it. Collins kicks to Aminu. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lynn.
Well, the big thing was if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Kicks to Mozgov. To the middle. A nice shot by Lynn.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Napier kicks to Collins. Nurkic setting the pick for Aminu. Shot to stop the drought. Nurkic dishes to Aminu. There's the pass to Napier. Screen by Nurkic. Back to Aminu, and so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.